Okay, so we're going to continue looking at inverse trig functions, and we're going to look at the composition. So now instead of just, we're just looking at maybe cosine of cosine inverse of some value. Now we're actually going to look at, we're mixing them up. And what we want to do is we want to find exact values. And we have two choices. One, if it's something from the unit circle, we know exactly what to do with it. And the second one, if it's not, then we have to draw a triangle and find out what's inside. So let's look here. The first example. Cosine of sine inverse of pi radical 2 over 2. Well, that's the same as the cosine of pi over 4 because the angle whose sine is radical 2 over 2 is pi over 4. And so that equals radical 2 over 2. Here I have the sine of the angle whose cosine is 1/2. Well, inverse cosine is positive. I'm looking in the first quadrant. Cosine is 1/2 at pi over 3. And so that is radical 3 over 2. Here I want to look at the sine of the angle whose tangent is -1. So I need the sine, and tangent is -1 at negative pi over 4 for the range of inverse tangent. So the sine of negative pi over 4 is negative radical 2 over 2.